Welcome to the 2017 Premier Futsal Grand Final, coming to you live from the Al Wasl Indoor Stadium. We have an action-packed night for you tonight here in the gorgeous Dubai United Arab Emirates, home of the Burj Khalifa, the Burj Al Arab. Amazing skyline and phenomenal nightlife. The excitement and energy is high tonight for the grand final. We started out with 6 teams and now only 2 reign supreme. Tonight we have an action-packed night, and who are the teams? They are the Delhi Dragons versus the Mumbai Warriors. It's going to be an absolute mouth-watering encounter with 2 absolute legends of the sport, Ronaldinho and Ryan Giggs. For all of the excitement, we're crossing live to our commentary team.
Thank you very much, Natasha Mercer there. Yes, a battle between 2 marquee, iconic players in Premier Futsal 2017. Ronaldinho of Delhi Dragons up against Ryan Giggs of Mumbai Warriors. Both of them have dazzled at various moments of this tournament. Ronaldinho with his goals, his trickery, Ryan Giggs, his skills and experience. And they certainly have delighted the fans with all that they have to offer. What will happen this evening, we will know very shortly indeed. I've got England Futsal International Doug Reed with me. Doug, it's all come down to this, 14 match days, more than 200 goals across 3 cities, as we see the 2 teams making their way out into the Al Wasl Indoor Stadium here in Dubai. And we see Luis Figo there, president of Premier Futsal, and Falcao, vice president of Premier Futsal. What are your thoughts about this match tonight?
Well, I'm so excited for the matchup we've got. In Mumbai, we have the defending champions from last year. Ryan Giggs lifted the trophy to add to his 13 Premier League titles. And also, of course, Delhi, debutants this year, but they've made it all the way to the final. It's really hard to pick them apart. When they faced each other in the initial group phase, it was 4-3. A really close game, and I'm sure it's going to be the same tonight.
Well, before a match of such magnitude, of course, we will have all the formalities as the VIPs come to greet the players, of course, led by Mr. Xavier Brito, chairman of Premier Futsal. Followed by Mrs. Vimala Brito. We've got Mr. Adisak Binjasiriwan of Futsal and Beach Soccer Committee, Asian Football Confederation. Mr. Robert Tan, their Managing Director of Southeast Asia, Kerry Logistics as well. And some of the founders of Premier Futsal too. Ronaldinho, he'll be hoping for his first winner's medal at Premier Futsal. Mumbai, of course, will defend that title, hoping they can get a second one in a row. Ryan Giggs led that team too. There's Ms. Nityashri Suban, Director of Premier Futsal. Your officials this evening: Ibrahim Al-Mansouri, Ahmed Al-Salami, Yaqub Al-Hamadi and Abdullah Al-Saraf. They could be in a hot seat today because they certainly came under the spotlight last night in those semi-finals, and Ronaldinho and his Delhi team showed their frustration with some of the decisions made, which, by the way, we felt the decisions were actually spot on yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. They were the correct decisions. Delhi weren't happy with them. They got frustrated for a couple of minutes in that game and almost lost their way, but luckily for them it was just before half-time and they regrouped in the break. And they came back the stronger in that second half.
Nice warm embrace between Ronaldinho and Javi Rodriguez, the coach of Delhi.
And of course, those 2 captains of Barcelona at the same time. Javi Rodriguez for the futsal team and Ronaldinho for the football side. Ronaldinho used to come and watch the Barcelona futsal team when he was playing there. He's a big fan of the sport, what he grew up playing. He said a lot of the moves he used in football originated from futsal, and he's delighted to be here in this final and show his skills to the crowd once more. Of course, he's already scored 15 goals in this tournament. He's 3 goals behind the leading goal scorer, Silva. I'm sure that's another title he'd like to pick up once this game's finished.
There's Tiago Pulido, the coach of Mumbai Warriors, and you were talking to him quite a bit before the match.
Yeah, he seemed really relaxed. He's such an experienced coach, despite only being 37 years of age. He's won titles in Italy, in Croatia. He was recently coaching the Qatar national team. But he seems confident in his team. I don't think he's so concerned with how they're going to adapt their strategies for Delhi. I think they just want to play their own game. That's what's got them this far, and he believes that's what's going to lift them the trophy. But they've really grown as this tournament's gone on. They started quite inconsistent, but they've managed to get here. It looked like they were almost going out in the semi-finals, but they staged quite a comeback in that first leg to reduce the scores, and they managed to do the business in the second game.
As we look at the starting lineup here for Delhi Dragons, and it's pretty much what you'd expect, isn't it?
Well, the big notice with this is the absence of Nando, who, as I was speaking about earlier, got red carded yesterday. He'll be a massive loss for him, to his team. He's that defensive rock that they've relied on throughout the tournament, and I'd like to see the other players now step up, especially Issy, the number 2, hasn't played that much, but in these latter stages has come into it more and got a couple of goals, so he's going to need to step up here.
As for Mumbai, also a fairly regular starting lineup, as we've come to expect.
It's that really attacking lineup from Tiago Pulido and his team. Mumbai, Corvo, one of the top goal scorers, the same with Franchini. They don't really have a defensive player there. Giggs is usually their most defensive player, which says it all. That's where they're good, when those 4 are combining in attack, but obviously their weaknesses in the defensive side of the game, something Delhi will be looking to exploit.
Yeah, of course, the man that they normally call upon to rotate is Rico. Here we go. Premier Futsal 2017, the grand finale. Mumbai up against Delhi. Mumbai in the blue and white, Delhi red and black. As Franchini gets on the ball.
I wonder if this game will just start quite tense. We saw that in the semi-finals. They were very tight affairs to begin with, before opening up in the latter stages.
Ball stolen off. Roll on.
That was that aggressive high pressing that we've seen from Mumbai throughout the tournament. The only team that's really used that to such a degree. And they've won a free kick on the left wing from it.
Franchini stands over the ball. Well, there was plenty of power in that one. It's gone out for a corner.
No, was it? Did it come off the wall, or was it Amit Yadav who got the touch there? I'm not quite sure.
Now Giggs, Tyrone. Been an invaluable member of this squad since his introduction. Franchini, locked by Douglas Costa.
Well, on that corner, they look to set up Giggs for a volley. We saw him score an outstanding one early in the tournament. This time it's Tyrone with the volley.
Now Costa. Remember, these guys, these two sides rather, have played each other in the first round robin. Cast your mind back a couple of weeks ago almost, and Delhi won 4-3 against Mumbai, so not much in it. Delhi have been outstanding throughout this tournament, haven't lost a game yet.
Yeah, and in that game, Delhi were 4-1 up at the end of that third quarter, but Mumbai came back into it and almost got the draw. We know Mumbai really come into their own towards the latter stages of the games.
Yep, they were the very first game of Premier Futsal 2017. Kicked us off in grand fashion. Here's Franchini. Cuts inside, Tyrone's done well!
There's a superb fake shot from Tyrone and just cut inside, leaving Issy for dead. He wasn't able to match the turn with the finish.
Lovely skill from Ronaldinho. Issy on the turn there. Tyrone was on top of him. Wonderful stuff from Roland. First real attack from Delhi. There's certainly some tension in the air. It's not a frenetic start to this game, is it?
And it's one game, winner takes all. In the semi-finals, it was 2 legs. You could afford more to make a mistake. I think it'll just take the players a little bit of time to get comfortable.
Yeah, it's a very watchful start, isn't it? It's cautious. Even the crowd are feeling that tension. Here's Carlos Corvo.
Nice idea from Carlos Corvo, just tended to shoot and tried to do a little reverse pass into Franchini, who was at the far post.
Ahmet Yadav saves that from going out for a corner. Batsa Batia does the same. Javier Rodriguez not happy with that decision, of course.
But it clearly never did go out. We saw yesterday Delhi, they do like to appeal for things. They just have to be careful, because yesterday that got them a player sent off.
Javier Rodriguez still remonstrating there. One little flick so far from Ronaldinho. Otherwise, not much of note from the Brazilian superstar. Now Corvo. Giggs. Finds Franchini. Foul there by Hamdawi.
We just have to be careful giving these fouls, early fouls away, because any foul after their 5th one for Delhi in this half would mean that they give a 10-metre penalty to Mumbai. It was a foul from Franchini. It looks like Giggs might take this. He scored a free kick earlier in the tournament in a similar position.
The wall does its job, but that is deflected in. Tyrone gets the opening goal. He's claiming the credit anyway. All that matters is Mumbai are in the lead. It looked like a real mix-up there.
And it came off the free kick, it rebounded off the wall. Franchini just smashed it towards the back post. It hit Costa, and it come back off the back. He just got confused here. You see better from this angle. Just hit Tyrone first, nothing much Costa could do. And then it hit the post, come back off him. And then he just put it back into his own net. What a way to start the final for Delhi and Costa.
Costa with the own goal. Maybe that's what this game needed. A goal just to break up that tension. Rico is on now. Ryan Giggs is having his calf seen to. This is an issue he's had throughout the tournament. Ronaldinho. Now, did he need to do that, Doug?
I think it was a useful skill he tried to do, because the goalkeeper was coming out to close the angle. I think he just tried to fool him and try and create the space away from the goalkeeper. It's a nice bit of improvisation from Ronaldinho. First real chance for Delhi. It was a good one.
Here's Roland. Franchini's all over him.
Very aggressive defender, Franchini. Doesn't give you any time to stop and think.
Here's Ronaldinho. He's had the best chance so far for Delhi.
Looks like Delhi are going to press high as well. Not letting...
Tyrone strong down that right-hand side. He's got Rico here. Now Franchini to his left. Not quite sure what Rico was trying to do there.
There's a good opportunity there for Mumbai for the quick counter-attack. There was that Ronaldinho chance. Here it is again. And I think he thought that the keeper, futsal, had blocked all the angles if he just strike the ball normally.
Yeah, actually a pretty good save in the end from Batsa Batia. Cutting inside, Francini! Well, it's Mumbai who are doing most of the attacking at the moment, Doug.
They've started really well, the reigning champions. I don't want to give this trophy up.
They just dragged that shot. It's a timeout called very early on.
Called out by Mumbai as well. So they just want to make sure that they don't lose this lead. Portuguese coach Tiago Pulido will have a word with them. Let's listen in.
One thing, I don't want Tyron, the last guy. Tyron, no. Ronaldinho, here, Tyron, you, okay? Or Corvo, or you, or Giggs, okay? Understand, Tyron? And the last meters here, if we are ready to defense, the last meters we need to here, not down, down, down. If we come down last meters, they have a strong shoot from outside. So we need to be confident, step by step. Okay, guys? Come on. Very well.
Good proactive coaching there from Tiago Pulido, just correcting his defence. He didn't want Tyrone marking Ronaldinho being the last defender. I'm just telling his players, don't back off when they start coming forward and getting near our goal, because we know how strong they are at shooting, especially Costa. He has a really strong shot. They have to be careful with him.
About 2.5 minutes then left in this first quarter. Mumbai a goal up against Delhi in this Premier Futsal finale. Here's Roland.
Delhi have brought on the number 5, Yash. He did quite well when he came on yesterday.
Yeah, he was impressive, wasn't he? Here's Costa, who's just not been allowed to express himself today so far. Yash's first touch.
The same thing happened yesterday until the man who was marking him most of the time, Grasso, got a yellow card. He didn't really create much. But then he got his team back in it with that superb individual effort.
Remember, it was Mumbai that struggled in the group stages, only won twice against the bottom two sides, Kerala and Chennai, excuse me, and even then against the Kerala team, that was a last gasp win.
And they haven't used much rotation throughout the tournament, have they? The main players have taken most of the minutes.
Was there a foul then, Tyrone? Yes, there was. And of course, again, a little bit of petulance shown by many of the Delhi players. This is a continuance, a running theme amongst this team.
Yeah, I think they just have to focus. They were having a few bites at him. You see here, Roland, it's a clear foul. He just took the free kick quickly there, Mumbai, before the referee had blown his whistle.
Well, this works, of course, in Mumbai's favour with only about 50 seconds left on the clock. It's a straight shot from Carlos Corvo. 3 fouls already, Doug, and we've still got another quarter to go.
Yep, they have to be careful. Got some very good individual dribblers, Mumbai. They won't want to be in foul trouble when they're trying to defend those.
Roll on to Costa. They've defended well, Mumbai really have so far. Ask for a corner and they get it.
Good block there from Francini. Costa looking to shoot. 6 seconds left in this quarter.
One more chance perhaps. Tyrone. Well, they've barely been given any opportunity to attack so far, Mumbai. One good chance for Ronaldinho, otherwise nothing much of note. But it's Mumbai who've taken the lead thanks to an own goal from Diego Costa. And at the end of quarter one here in this Premier Futsal final, Mumbai lead Delhi by a goal to nil.
Very well. This we made. We done it. Very well. But ball here. What's happening here? Look at the ball or down. To look at the ball and the guy, the ball and the guy, the both things. So if the ball moving for one side, opposite sides, a little bit down. Okay. To have under control the situation, guys. Okay? Come on, try.
Second quarter just about to get underway here between Delhi Dragons and Mumbai Warriors. It's 1-0 at the moment to Mumbai. An own goal from Diego Costa halfway through that first quarter. And Mumbai have been the better team by a fair stretch here. Ryan Giggs with the shot. That's not too far away from the far post or Franchini.
Good little ball from Rico. Volley with the right foot from Giggs, and as you said, Franchini was in a great position just to try and deflect it into the goal.
How much, Doug, do you think they're missing Nando at the moment, Delhi?
I think a lot, because it's all individual play from Delhi. He was a key player in helping get players working together, combining.
It's a lovely ball from Corvo to Franchini. They've covered that pretty well, Delhi. Here's Rico. Now Giggs. Again, a good pass from Franchini finds Corvo. Nice run by Rico. Giggs finds him.
A great run from Rico.
What a fantastic pass, though. It is a little nutmeg from Yash.
That's what you need to do. We know Ronaldinho can switch off in defence. When he's not looking, just run behind, make a forward run, and you'll be left alone as Rico was there.
That's a great goal. Franchini ghosts in behind Roland and stabs at home. Mumbai 2-0 up now.
Very simple set play from Mumbai. Just fired it across by Corvo, and we've seen Franchini throughout this game being there around that far post, looking for tap-ins. The two Argentinians, Roland and the goalkeeper, Stana, were just caught sleeping. And now they've got a 2-goal lead, Mumbai. And they haven't really been tested so far in defence. We saw Thiago Polida talking about defence again in that break between the quarters. He was trying to talk about stopping the passing to Ronaldinho as a pass like that.
Roland claims that took a bit of a deflection along the way. Referee's unmoved. Good challenge from Roland. There's a bit more sense of urgency here from Delhi. They know, even though it's 2 goals, they have quite a lot of work to do because they've barely registered any attempts on target. Was there a handball there? That's what they're saying from Hamdawi. Excellent work from Cordovo. Well, there was not much option for him there, was there?
It's interesting that Delhi changed their goalkeeper after that goal again. Amit Yadav back in there between the posts now.
Seeing a lot of the ball at the moment, this Mumbai side. As soon as I say that, of course, they give it away, but they have been excellent in possession, haven't they?
Good covering there from Corvo. As you said, yeah, they've been really good in possession, controlled the game. I think it's just that chance for Ronaldinho so far for Delhi.
Van Gils is about to come on again. That's intercepted. Ronaldinho seemingly unhappy, not for the first time. Giggs. Mancini. Lovely bit of work from Giggs.
Great turn from Giggs, really sharp from the Welshman.
There's Ronaldinho, nice reverse pass. Roland, excellent tackle. Brilliant from Rico. And that might just set up this Mumbai side. Costa with an important interception. Roland, it's end to end now. This is what the fans want to see. This is more like it. Great tackle as well from Roland. But Mumbai have recovered. Doug, this is futsal at its best.
It really opened up there, one end to the other. Again, they give the ball away, Mumbai. Delhi on the counter-attack.
Ronaldinho wants the ball, he gets it. Rico, again to the fore.
It's so open now.
Franchini on his own, 2 against 1. But he gets his way! Franchini! Brilliant stuff from him! Rodriguez, unhappy with his goalkeeper. I'm not sure he's to blame for that one, is he?
Well, it was very relaxed defending from Roland. He showed him the line. That's what you want to do, but then you need to get the pressure on him. You see Roland, he didn't really, you see he almost stopped. I just gave Franchini the room to get his shot off, and he hit it perfectly off the far post. And the game had really opened up in that moment. It was just end-to-end stuff. The speed we know that's associated with this game of futsal.
There's real pressure here on Delhi now with about halfway through this quarter. They've not registered many shots at all here.
They really haven't been able to create much. They've looked for 1v1 situations.
Well, they have just got a goal back. So just when it was looking like they would be out for the count, Mumbai have conceded here. Delhi have given themselves a lifeline.
I think it's really important that they got that goal, the next goal. And great play between the two Dutchmen. Issy just playing it into Van Gils and then following his path. That's probably their second chance, really, their second opportunity that they've had in the game. As I said, it's really important that that goal, the next goal, after that third one from Mumbai, fell to Delhi.
There's Tyrone. Rico has a go. Well, Delhi are not going down without a fight, that's for sure. 206 goals in this competition. Not been short of action at either end.
It's typical futsal for you. Averaged just over 8 goals a game in this tournament so far. You see the shots there. Mumbai slightly ahead. Surprised me, really. Didn't expect Delhi to have had so many shots.
Here's Ronaldinho, he's got Van Gils there on the outside, and it's an important Bit of defensive work from Ryan Giggs. Van Keels, they've just upped the tempo a little bit, this Delhi side. Rico.
It's a lot more open than we saw in that first quarter.
Now Tyrone. Mancini taking a bit of a break. Rico on the turn. Rico, brilliant work from him. And alert goalkeeping.
Great piece of skill from Rico. Matched with the save by Amit Yadav.
Does like shooting on the turn, doesn't he?
There was seen him score a couple of goals with his back, starting with his back to goal. But Amit Yadav did really well there because I think his vision was slightly blocked of the shot.
Corvo wants an option on this right-hand side.
It lacked a bit of width there. You really need to make the most of the space in futsal. Such a small court. You need width and depth.
Giggs saw the space. Corvo cuts inside. Corvo! And Delhi have Amit Yadav to thank, and Javi Rodriguez recognises that.
It was great play from Corvo, wasn't it? Just fake to shoot, came inside. I don't know how much Amit Yadav knew about it. I think he might have got a little deflection on the way as well, which made it even more difficult.
Give it away there, Ronaldinho. He's got Van Gils, or rather Andoi. Oh, that was a lovely volley, just wide.
Made a lovely connection, you see there.
Great work there from Rico. Here's Tyrone. He's got Giggs on the far side. No one else in support. Tyrone. He eventually finds Giggs, who tries to toe poke that.
He's already got 4 goals in this competition. As I said earlier, one of the best as well in the competition. A fantastic half volley with his left foot.
Here's Costa. Hamdawi. Bhatia gets down well.
Well, he's done well, you see. He got the goal that got them back into it, but he's looked lively. He said he'd have to step up with Nando not playing today, and he has done so far.
A lot of hand gesturing from Carlos Corvo. Direct operations. It's a good ball out to Rico. Shoots right at Amit Yadav.
You see that's 54 saves by Amit Yadav throughout the tournament. Kept so busy, goalkeepers in this game. I often say they're 50% of the team. They have such a pivotal role.
Roll again, very nicely done by Vatsal.
It's quite even now, the game. It was Mumbai who started the better, but both teams creating opportunities now.
Roland won the ball there. Brilliant work from Vatsal, but he's off his line. And important work from Ryan Giggs.
They have to be quicker there. Mumbai setting up their defence for that corner.
Mancini is on for Rico. Well, he's been taken out of play there, Corvo. They're going to have to race back here. Could they have released? Could Costa have released Ronaldinho? Again, it's good work from Vatsal Bhatia.
And he's just hurt himself in the process. He just got a shot into the stomach, but he did well there, stayed big. You need to do the goals at 3 metres by 2 metres. So the goalkeeper gets out to you, you close all the angles down. Yeah, it's a great tournament. Vatsal Bhatia played last year as well for Goa. He's 25 years old. And there's some fans we've got from Australia who came to watch this tournament. From Pro Futsal, they worked with Rico. That's where he made his name. They're in Western Australia. They've done some really good development work.
Now roll on. Ronaldinho is still trying to get that. He feels it should be a corner and he gets his way. Oh, great save again.
Well, again, Mumbai was so slow to set up for the corner, and they had time in that instant. Here's that chance for Issy. That's the key in futsal. If you look at the difference between football, the change, you've got to switch on really quickly. You've got no time to do your shin pad up or tie your laces or look around. You've got to be really alert as the situations change so quickly, especially when you from attack to defence or the other way around.
Ryan Giggs just having a long chat with the officials there. It's eaten up some valuable time as well. And that brings us to the end of the first half. And 3-1, Doug, is pretty much a fair reflection of what's gone on so far.
Yeah, Mumbai had the better of the first quarter. It was quite a tight quarter. In the second, it opened up so much more. Mumbai got that 3-goal lead, but it was really important to Delhi to get the next one. And they're well back in this game now. 2-goal difference is hardly anything in futsal. We know how quick games can change. It's all set up for an excellent second half between these two. As you say, it was 4-3 the last time they played. But it's good to see now Delhi create an attacking threat, because that wasn't the case initially. A couple of quick set plays was one way they did it, and I think that's what they have to do. They have to be a little bit quicker than Mumbai. Because when Mumbai's defence is set up, they're not really looking dangerous, but what they need to do is try and catch them out.
Yeah, they certainly have limited Mumbai to good opportunities, actual proper ones there. As of now, it is Mumbai looking the more dominant of the two sides and lead by 3-1 at the end of this first half here at the Al Wasl Indoor Stadium. Let's head over to Noelia Blasco. She's courtside with Mr. Xavier Brito.
Exactly, with Mr. Xavier Brito, chairman of Premier Futsal. Well, Mr. Xavier, now we have reached the final. How do you feel about it?
Thanks to Almighty, my parents, and also thanks to His Excellency Mr. Ali, Vice President AFC. And this season has gone so well. It is because we have gone global by conducting the game successfully in Dubai and live telecast in more than 85 countries. And also we are proud in promoting Skill India by giving opportunities to our youngsters to play alongside the international futsal players, marquee players, and the great job that has been done by our youngsters. And thanks to the entire team and Highness. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much and have fun. Well, and now we have more guests with us. We are with Mr. Ali Kavashian, Vice President of Asian Football Confederation. Well, what do you think about Premier Futsal?
Yes, I think this is the Premier Futsal is one of the part of the development futsal in Asia, and it's a very, very active. And thank you very much for this company that do these Premier Leagues. And now Asia in the futsal is very, very active, but some part is not active. That with this tournaments and these sponsors is I think in the future we have many development and popular futsal in the region of the South of Asia.
Thank you so much and have fun.
Thank you much.
And now break time. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make some noise for Mohammed.
תפתח בגז. יש נשק. סיסטי על מאמי מזי לחוץ בחזי אוהב שהיא רעה ביץ' ברמה כי יש לה על מה כולה סקס עושה את הספינה מאמי
Big smiles for Ronaldinho, but perhaps not big smiles from Delhi. They are trailing Ryan Giggs' Mumbai by 3-1 at half-time. And a lot more work required from Delhi. Douglas Costa, an important ball. Ronaldinho heading across to Issy.
The good thing for Delhi is they came into the game, it came to the halfway point, so they were getting better as the game went on.
That's wide from Roland. Mancini wanted the ball quickly, and he steals that, but Issy's there to mop things up. He's done really well there, Issy. Now Corvo, 2 against 1. That's just behind Tyrone. It wasn't a good enough ball for the Thai international.
Delhi had the initial counter-attack, they lost it, and that was a good opportunity for Tyrone. That's why he apologised to Corvo, his teammate.
Roland to Costa, who is really one of the danger men of this side, but haven't seen too much of him so far. Giggs, now Francini. He loses the ball, and then Giggs gives it away. Ronaldinho, not on the score sheet yet. He's only been denied once in this entire tournament, where he's failed to score. Issy. They're creating a few more opportunities, Delhi, rather than they did previously.
Good play from Issy. He's having his best game of the tournament so far.
Giggs finds Tyrone. Now Francini. Pretty wild shot from Corvo.
Good movement off the ball from Corvo to lose his man and create the space for the shot.
There you go, 15 goals for Ronaldinho, who's 3 off the top. Giggs. Just too much on that ball.
Haven't seen too much dribbling from Giggs in this tournament. He's been more of a passing player as he changed towards the end of his career in football. That was a nice run from him though.
Here's Roland. Nice shot, but again a decent save from Futsal Bhatia.
You'd expect him to save that, but he did his job. We haven't seen much from this man, Costa, so far, the number 8. Quite quiet today.
There is a renewed vigour about this Delhi side. Ronaldinho gives that straight to Futsal Bhatia. He proceeds to throw that back towards his opposite number.
It's Delhi who's having the most of the possession at the start of this half, in contrast to the first.
Oh, good skill from Issy Hamdawi. He's a freestyler by trade, isn't he?
He's actually a character on FIFA Street. Giggs saying he's diving, but this was great footwork.
Well, let's have a look. Was Giggs right? Giggs not appreciating.
I think it's enough from Tyrone to warrant the foul. Maybe he went down easily, but pushed him off balance. They've changed the goalkeeper. We saw this yesterday. They brought Antonio on. He came on, he saved the free kick, and then he went back off again.
It's interesting that they regard him as something of a free kick specialist, I suppose. Shot stopper.
Means they've also brought Champri on because they have to have a launchpad player on the court at all times. The launchpad was a talent ID system they did throughout India to find players for this competition.
It's a big run up from Ronaldinho.
It was a great save from Antonio. See why they brought him on. And Vatsal was standing near the substitution gates waiting to come on. I'm sure as soon as they regain possession Mumbai they'll change.
Champri puts that out for a corner.
Here they go, they change the goalkeeper. You can change players in futsal anytime you like.
They race off there. Very tactical move there by Thiago. Blocked by Issy. And then Ronaldinho. Now Tyrone. Tempo has picked up and so have the crowd. Van Kills is on now for Hamdawi.
There's another freestyle player, Van Gils, another player who's a character in FIFA Street.
Roland. Oh, an easy one for Ronaldinho. Looked like a mistake at the back between Tyrone and Futsal. And they're right back in this.
Well, Delhi have been pressing higher in this game than we've seen previously from them in the tournament, and it reaped its rewards this time. Costa just stealing the ball off Tyrone. Futsal came flying out, but he had the easy pass for Ronaldinho just to knock it into the empty goal and get his 16th goal of the tournament. Be so careful when you're dribbling with the ball near your own goal. Just one goal in it now. All to play for.
Tyrone. Not too far away from the crowd reaction. You can just hear that. Ronaldinho, look where he finds himself, and Rico. Opportune time to come on and help out in defence. They could hit back here. What a miss from Franchini.
How did Franchini miss that one? He's already got 2 goals in this game. He's great in those far post positions. It was almost easier to miss than to score.
Oh, how much will that miss count in the final reckoning? Delhi are getting stronger here. Franchini does well. Van Gils steals the ball off him. Franchini returns a favour. Was there a foul on Costa? That's the feeling of the officials.
It's good work from Franchini initially, though, just helping out Rico, marking Ronaldinho.
Costa with a rare shot in this game, and it's a wide one.
Well, we saw him score one in the tournament a few metres further out than that. He's got such a powerful shot with his left foot.
Here's Rico. Evades everyone as he was behind Franchini. Giggs off for the moment. Costa. The left roll on there right in front of Batia.
He's free roll on in the area. That's what Costa was just trying to see if he could find a pass through to him.
Costa is beginning to assert himself more in this match. Good ball from Tyrone to Corvo. He'll cut inside as he always likes to do, and I think Van Gils knew what was happening there. Lovely bit of work from him.
Good defending from Van Gils. And Ronaldinho's still in the Mumbai area. Corvo just letting him get back because I think he just got hit by Vatsal. He's moaning at the referees, as he's done in these latter stages of this tournament. He's been very frustrated with them.
Here's Franchini with less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Only 1 goal in it. And we've got 10 minutes after this.
There's that tackle again from Van Gils, and then just look how he flips back up.
And the futsal entertaining on and off the ball. Ronaldinho, not much else he could do there, and that just shows how much Delhi have caught up.
They're completely even now on the shots. They're just doing a few long balls into Ronaldinho. That worked for them yesterday. A couple of aimless balls almost got them goals in that semi-final. You see the shots on target pretty even. Actually, Delhi just edging it. It's been a really even contest between these two. We're just going to play for the end of the third quarter.
So it has been a nice fight back here from Delhi. They've got another goal through Ronaldinho, and it means with just 10 minutes to go, there's only 1 goal in it, and it could go to penalties, or we could have an outright champion at the end of quarter 4. For now, though, it's 3-2 in favour of Mumbai. After this. Have a good. Just 10 minutes left in the final of Premier Futsal 2017. Mumbai with a slender lead, 3-2 up against Delhi. The momentum perhaps has shifted slightly, Doug Reed.
Yeah, they've been creating lots of chances, Delhi now. But they've only got 10 minutes to get back in this game.
Roland with an important challenge here. Ronaldinho is dispossessed. And now it's 2 against 1. Ryan Giggs does his job brilliantly. Stops Issy.
I think it was a wrong decision from Issy. Should have passed it really. Giggs had gone with him and the ball, leaving Roland empty.
Shot comes off Issy.
It's good to see Giggs dribbling again. That's what futsal almost forces you to do in these small spaces. You've got to use your footwork, skill and dribbling skills. Ronaldinho just staying in the opponent's half, but Giggs not far ahead of him. Probably there just so he can get back quickly in case they lose the ball.
Well, Giggs' shot is blocked. That's not going to get to Ronaldinho, and he raised his boot there.
Yeah, has to be careful there, Ronaldinho. Of course, you don't have studs as you do in football, so it's not as dangerous, but as you said, it was a really high foot from Ronaldinho.
Here's Costa, who's grown into this match. Roland. Mancini saw that. What was going to happen there? Costa intercepts. Great save. Batio gets the plaudits from Ryan Giggs.
And Mumbai just have to be careful how many players they commit forward, even if they've got a good counter-attacking opportunity. They've got that 1-goal lead. They can just try and protect it for the moment.
Important from Corvo. Roland hurts himself in the process.
Well, it was Roland who actually kicked Corvo. Number 7 is young Argentinian player. Plays for River Plate in Argentina.
There was plenty of power on that shot and cross-come shot perhaps, and Ronaldinho wasn't getting to it.
I think he just didn't expect it, Ronaldinho. If he had, he would have easily been able to deflect that into the goal. And Mumbai call a timeout here. Let's see what Thiago Pulido have to say to his team.
Okay, another thing. Hey guys, they try to press. So look at when we are like this, 3 against 3, pass. These guys don't go down. Okay? These guys never, because they stay up all the time. What is important? Dribbling, diagonal. This pass all the time. And again, this guy go. This, they stay. Okay? Important, just open a little bit. Look at like this. Pass. Pass a little bit. Pass. Cover. Pass behind.
I think Thiago, what he wants is to keep switching the play from side to side. That'll tire the Delhi defence out as they have to chase after the ball. This has been a long tournament, lots of games for these teams. Well, the Delhi have played 3 games less as they didn't have to play that second group phase. Maybe that will help them in this final quarter. Good turn there from Rico.
Shot is safely saved by Amit. Now Roland. Bit of space here for Costa. Nice turn.
What Mumbai did well there, they got players back quickly.
Giggs, the most forward player here for Mumbai. Franchini on his own. Could he have released the ball earlier, Van Gils? Rico keeping a close eye on Ronaldinho at the moment. Here he is now, Ronaldinho. Good work from Franchini and Rico, they teamed up on him. Lovely ball from Franchini. Giggs tried to just nutmeg Amit Yadav, didn't quite work.
I think that's the only option Giggs had. Yadav had closed the angles.
Important save again, but not too powerful a shot. Ronaldinho. Rear guard action at the moment from Mumbai. They've kind of gone into a shell here.
They've just got to be careful when they do counter-attack. They get back quickly. They want to protect this lead. I think that's the best opportunity for Delhi to get a goal, is when the Mumbai defence are out of position, just attack quickly, go forward as fast as you can before they can set up and organise themselves.
Nice work from Van Gils, but is he going anywhere? I think Roland had a little arm out. He felt he was fouled first.
I think it's the right decision from the referee. He gave a yellow card to Franchini, although, as you said, Roland hit the arm first. And Mumbai have made that same strategic change. Antonio's on. Champreet's on. He's made a great save from Ronaldinho the first time.
It's really interesting to see this.
Well, that's what adds to the richness of this sport. That tactical strategy of how you can change players at any time, change the components of your team. Let's see if Ronaldinho can get his team level.
Again, an important bit of work. Double save from Antonio. That could be a championship winning save from him.
Well, that justifies why you bring him on. Fantastic double save.
Champreet races into a good position. Giggs weaving his way through. Champreet. It's an important block there by Roland. And I think there will be a booking for Champreet.
Clever play from Champreet. Here's that double save. He wasn't even ready, Antonio. And it come back to Ronaldinho and it just hit his arm.
Ronaldinho, and again, brilliant work from Antonio. He might keep himself on for just a little bit. Champreet's giving that away. And Ronaldinho tries to chip the keeper.
Great play from Ronaldinho. Champreet.
He couldn't wrap his foot around the ball.
That was a lovely bit of improvisation and skill from Ronaldinho. They're leaving Champreet on.
Thiago screaming at him to stay on the pitch because he thought he was going to get taken off. There's no foul there, and that goes the way of Mumbai. It's heating up, Doug. Last 4 minutes.
Yeah, Delhi know it's do or die now. They've got to give everything they can. This was a good decision from the referee. It wasn't a foul on Costa. He just held the ball with his hand.
Rico, shot is blocked by Hamdawi. Franchini.
He never gives up, does he, Franchini?
Ronaldinho belatedly rejoins his team in his own half. Franchini! Brilliant goal, Franchini! That's his hat-trick. And Mumbai's fourth. And that could well be the goal. That seals the title for Mumbai Warriors.
What a great goal by Franchini, the Argentinian, to get his hat-trick. Stana had closed all the angles, but just like Ronaldinho had tried earlier, he just scooped it over the goalkeeper. He's had a fantastic game so far. Can Mumbai hold on and take this trophy for a second time running?
A delightful little chip in. Delicately done by Franchini, an expressive player. 3 goals. What a way to get his hat-trick.
Fantastic play. Started his career in River Plate. He's played in Brazil, played in Italy. Really experienced guy. But now Delhi are bringing on the fly goalkeeper. That means they're bringing on an outfield player to take the position of the goalkeeper and try and use the overload, the extra player, to create something. So the guy in the orange shirt, Roland, is the goalkeeper now. Of course, their goal is completely empty now. So if they lose the ball, Mumbai will have a chance to score in the empty net.
It's a high-risk strategy, of course. We've seen it employed time and again, and sometimes it works, but quite often it does also result in some calamitous situations. Yash's shot into the side netting. 3 minutes left. Still enough time for Delhi to get this. Get back into this. Well, they're very happy just to pass the ball around. There's no rush for them whatsoever. It's not like Delhi are pressing now.
Yeah, Delhi have to come out and try and win this ball back. We've got nothing to lose.
Here's Rico, he's looking for support. Is it corner flag time already? Well, that's quite early, but now Isi wins the ball back. Ronaldinho waiting for support. It comes in the form of Yash, who then passes it to Franchini. Corvo, Franchini, oh, they're just walking the ball in now. Brilliant work. Unselfish play. And that surely is it now. Mumbai with their 5th.
Great attack from Mumbai. That's Carlos Corvo's 15th goal of the tournament. They just played it around Roland in the goal. Really good team play, that quick passing we know from futsal. And that surely is it for Mumbai, but you never say never in this sport.
Well, it's good to see Carlos Corvo getting the score sheet, Doug, because he's been such an important member of this side. And now Delhi will have to dig very, very deep. They have been in similar situations, remember, notably against Bengaluru, when they fought from 5-1 down to draw level. And they do zing one back here. Hamdawi.
They use that overload really well there, Delhi.
Well,
Yash just found Isi on the far side for an easy tap in. Great pass from Yash.
I think that's what Carlos Corvo was saying. Don't follow it like that. Stay where you are. Is there still life in this game? Have Delhi got something a little extra here?
Yash just got attracted to the ball. Rico was there, as you said. He didn't need to come out. There's only 2 goals in this now.
Franchini. Corvo. An important save by Starna.
Just 210 goals over just over 2 weeks of competition.
Mistake there, Starna. He says he was impeded. It's a goal by Carlos Corvo. 6-3. They are protesting this a lot. There are bookings for Yash and Starna. Starna's claiming there was an elbow.
I don't think there was anything wrong there. Franchini just jumped up. Starna mishandled the ball. And Corvo gets his 16th goal of the tournament. I don't know why they're telling Yash to get off. So it looks like Yash might have been sent off, and they've got to play with a player down now. I'm not sure what that was for. I presume it was appealing.
It was dissent. I think he had a bit of a sarcastic clap. I think they gave him 2 yellow cards. Yash is now being walked off.
That's a big error. They had a player sent off, Fernando, for dissent yesterday. Now they've got to play with 4 players. Unless Mumbai score, and then they can bring another player on. So it looks like this is all over for Delhi. This would be quite a comeback.
Ronaldinho's rooted at the halfway line. He's not looking particularly interested at the moment.
Well, that's really poor from Ronaldinho. Not a great attitude to show to the world.
Well, the rest of them are going to plug on.
I think now Ronaldinho's just looking for excuses.
Well, Mumbai have been a better side. Ronaldinho wants to get off. They're letting down his team, I'm afraid. They're playing with 3 players. Van Gils is on now.
It's a real legend of football, but that's disappointing for Ronaldinho. The game goes on now. Van Gils has come on for Ronaldinho. And Ronaldinho's gone straight down the tunnel.
Exit stage right. Well, anyway, the good news is, as far as Premier Futsal are concerned, is that the better team in this match is in front. Mumbai, 6-3.
And you look now, Giggs is having a go at Diego Costa because he shot the referee. And Giggs is 100% right. He's 100% right, Ryan Giggs.
Showing absolute disrespect for the officials, and that's why Giggs is having a go.
And Giggs has shown a great attitude throughout the tournament. I've spoken to some of the launchpad players, and they all say how brilliant Giggs is with them. And that seems the game over.
Well, it's not quite the ending anyone would have wanted, but let's focus on the positive here. Mumbai, Doug, have been the best side in this final.
Yeah, they have. They've certainly deserved this win. And Mumbai are champions again. 2nd year running. They take the Premier Futsal trophy. And Ryan Giggs will lift it again for them.
Well, a few emotions. That will always happen in a high-profile match. It shows what it means to these players, what they want to achieve here.
Well, definitely Mumbai haven't got the best squad here, but what they have is a great mentality. We see it from Giggs, we see it from Francini, always willing to compete, they never give up. And you see Giggs saying no respect, and he's 100% right.
Kick the ball to the referee, you don't play again.
Well, you've got to give a lot of credit there to Ryan Giggs. He wants to stand up for the game. He wants to show absolute respect to what is being achieved here. And anyway, at the end of the day, the result speaks for itself. If you want to make a point to someone, you do it with the ball, Doug, and Mumbai have done it.
Well, of course, Ronaldinho set a bad example, but let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Mumbai and what they've achieved. By winning the title again.
We go back to how Mumbai started this tournament. It wasn't great, was it? They lost their first game against Delhi, in fact, by sheer coincidence. That ended up being a 4-3, but that scoreline perhaps flattered them as well, Doug. They were 4-1 down, made a bit of a comeback. They weren't great in the first group stages. They ended up being 4th because by virtue of beating the 2 weakest teams in the second round robin, again, they did struggle a little bit. They were the second team to get through of the 2, and so they were not fancied in the semis or in the final.
Well, I think that's the mentality of a champion. When things aren't going well, you keep going, and eventually you get your rewards.
Let's have a look at the story of this game.
What an unfortunate way to start for Delhi. Nothing much Costa could do initially when it hit him and went off the post, and then he just got in the middle, and that was just sleeping from Delhi. But good play from Mumbai to recognise that Delhi had switched off. What a game he had, Francini. 8 assists in this tournament, 13 goals. My player of the tournament. And here he is again. They just gave him a bit too much space here, and he'll take that space all day. He's a really direct player. There was a great finish from him from a difficult angle. But then Issy got them back into it. He really stepped up in this game. His best game of the tournament, the Dutchman. That was a great finish past Vatsal. This was that mistake by Tyrone. You have to be so careful when you're on the ball at the back. And he paid the price there with good pressing from Diego Costa. It looked like Delhi were going to get back into it at this stage. Again, Francini involved, as he is always. Wins the ball back so many times for his team. And then he did well because he was in a difficult position there. He took it back to the edge of the area, found the space. The angles weren't there for him really, so he had to go over the goalkeeper. We see that so often in futsal. The players just scooping it over the goalkeeper because they close the angles so well. And Yash just giving the ball away, and Francini taking advantage, and this was lovely play. A couple of one-touch passes to leave Roland, the outfield player who'd taken the goalkeeper role as they tried to make a comeback. Left helpless. And then this was great pass from Yash as they used that extra man to their advantage. Futsal just got caught out of his area. And an easy finish for EC into the empty net. But there wasn't to be a comeback. They claimed a foul here, Delhi. I really don't see what Francini did there. It just looked like he just jumped in the air. Let's have a look here again. I don't think there was anything there. I don't know if Delhi were just looking for excuses again, as they had throughout that game. But it is Mumbai who are champions. They're going to take the title. Here's the statistics from the game. You see the attempts, it was very even. Not so many goalkeeper saves considering the attempts, because we had that red card for Yash at the end for dissent. Only 8 fouls in the game, so it wasn't a really physical game. But it was Mumbai who had the most important stat in their favour with a 6-3, and it's them who are champions. And we'll take a break now. We'll come back with the presentation.
Hi and welcome to the post-match presentation of the finals of Premier Futsal League 2017 between Delhi Dragons and Mumbai Warriors. Now we would like to thank our sponsors Karin Dev, Carlsberg, Adidas, Republic, Latita Jewelry, Fortis, ISBM, Esther Homes and Emirates and BD. The first hour of the match is play of the match. The winner is Lucas Francini from Mumbai Warriors. He collects a check of 1 lakh rupees from Omran Abdullah, UAE Futsal. Our second award of the match is the best moment of the match. The winner is Antonio Fernandez from Mumbai Warriors. He collects a check of 2 lakh rupees from Prasad Lat, Chairman, Crystal Group, and Angelo Rajesh, owner, St. Angelo, BNCT Chennai Singhams. Our third award for the match is the best Indian player of the tournament. The winner is Anupam from Telugu Tigers. He collects a check of 1 lakh rupees from Mr. Brito, Chairman Premier Futsal, and Mrs. Bimala Brito, Vice Chairman Premier Futsal. Our fourth award for the tournament is Goal of the Tournament, and the winner is Ryan Giggs from Mumbai Warriors. He collects a check of 65,000 rupees from Mr. Thomas William, Managing Director, Perfect Industries, and Mr. Abdinaman Balasubramanian, CEO, Premier Futsal. Our fifth award for the tournament, Golden Glove, Best Goalkeeper of the tournament. The winner is Abhishek Ramesh from Bengaluru Royals. He collects a check of 2 lakh rupees. Dr. Vinay Agarwal, Chancellor, ISBM University. Our sixth award for the match is Golden Boat, highest goal scorer of the tournament. The winner is Silva from Bengaluru Royals. He collects a check of 1.6 lakh rupees from Falcao, Vice President, Premier Futsal, and Nijasri Suban, Director, Premier Futsal. Our seventh award for the tournament is Player of the Tournament, and the winner is Lucas Francini from Mumbai Warriors. He collects a check of 3.25 lakhs rupees from Mr. Luis Figo, President, Premier Futsal, and Mr. Dinesh Raj, Managing Director, Premier Futsal. Well, and now let's go with our expert in futsal with Dak.
Fully deserved that. Best player of the tournament by Francini. 8 assists, 13 goals, the Argentinian. He also did really well in defence, kept stealing those balls and launching counter-attacks for his teams. But let's have a look at the goals from today, from the final for Mumbai. Here's that strike from Franchini to the far post with his left foot. Quite fortunate, really. Costa just tried to put it out for a corner, I think. Put it into his own net, but Franchini there was first one to react from the pass for his teammate Corvo. There's a lovely toe poke pass with power to the far post. And again, Franchini involved. Roland just a little bit off him there, gave him too much space. And he's managed to put it in the back of the net from a really difficult angle. And here he was again. This time being settled by Rico with a delightful finish over Stana. It's an absolutely outstanding tournament. And you appreciate it even more in the slow motion. And again, Franchini wins the ball back. Some lovely quick passes with Corvo, who put it into the back of the net. Another key player for Mumbai, the Spaniard Carlos Corvo. They were the two key attacking players for them, and Rico helped support them as well. Not forgetting that man Giggs. And again, Franchini battling for the ball, and it was Corvo who got the fruits of that. Nothing in it, and it was an easy tap in for Corvo. And there's the trophy that the captain of Mumbai, the legendary football player Ryan Giggs, will lift in a few moments' time. But everyone played their part for Mumbai in this game. We saw Antonio come on, and he got the moment of the match for that fantastic save. One of those 9 saves that were made by him and Vatsal in this game for Mumbai. You see how even the game was, but just got away from Delhi towards the end as they had to push and try and get back into it. They got frustrated doing so. But Mumbai have done it again. They were never the favourites to win this competition. They had really mixed results through all the group stages and the semi-finals, but they always managed to just do enough. That's what champions are made of. Oops. And you have to credit Giggs as well for the leadership he's shown. I was saying in commentary that I've spoken to some of the Launchpad players, some of the Indian players, and they said that Giggs is always encouraging them, always supporting them, not getting on their back if they make a mistake. That just gives them the confidence. That's why we saw Champreet have great performances, Vatsal as well, and the goal. They felt really comfortable in that team. And not forgetting the coach as well, Tiago Pulido, one of the top coaches in the world in futsal, recently coaching the Qatar national team. The Portuguese man. He's worked in Croatia and Italy and won championships there. He's already shown his abilities, but he's only going to achieve much, much more in his career at the young age of 37 years old. But now it's time for that final presentation. And let's take you down to Shehzad.
Thanks very much, Doug Reed there with our highlights. Welcome back to more prizes. The big prizes now to be given out for Premier Futsal 2017. Let me introduce our dignitaries and guests here on this stage. We've got His Excellency Mr. Ali Kafashian, Vice President of Asian Football Confederation and Chairman of Futsal and Beach Soccer Committee of Asian Football Confederation and the Vice President of Iran Football Federation. Mr. S. Xavier Brito, Chairman, Premier Futsal and Kerry Indev Logistics. His Excellency Mr. H.E. Harib, General Secretary, Dubai Sports Council. Mrs. Vimala Brito, Vice Chairman, Premier Futsal and Secretary and Correspondent, St. Brito Schools and College. Mr. Adisak bin Jasruwan, member of Futsal and Beach Soccer Committee of Asian Football Confederation and chairman of Beach Soccer and Futsal Thailand Football Association. Mr. Luis Figo, President, Premier Futsal. Mr. Falcao, Vice President, Premier Futsal. Mr. Robert Tan, Managing Director of South and Southeast Asia, Kerry Logistics Network. Mr. Rashid Amiri, Head of Dubai Media. Mr. Dinesh Raj, Managing Director of Premier Futsal. Ms. Nityashree Suban, Director of Premier Futsal. Mr. Abhinandan Balasubramanian, CEO of Premier Futsal. And Mr. Thomas William, Managing Director, Perfect Industries. Let's give a round of applause to our VIPs and dignitaries. All of them made this possible, guys. Let's now also welcome our referees and officials from Premier Futsal 2017. Right, at this point, I'd like to welcome on stage our runner-up team of Premier Futsal 2017, Delhi Dragons. They will collect their silver medals and mementos from our dignitaries. And now at this point, let's call upon the gold medal winners of Premier Futsal 2017, Mumbai Warriors. I now call upon Mr. Xavier Brito, Chairman Premier Futsal, Mrs. Vimala Brito, Vice Chairperson Premier Futsal, Mr. H.E. Harib, General Secretary of Dubai Sports Council, and Mr. Ali Kafashian, Vice President of Asian Football Confederation, to present the winner's trophy for Premier Futsal 2017 to Ryan Giggs, Captain of Mumbai Warriors. Many congratulations to Mumbai Warriors for their fantastic victory, 2017 Premier Futsal. They've defended their title. Thanks to all our distinguished guests, the players, the backroom staff, all the supporters here in our 2 countries across 3 cities. It's been a fantastic event. From all of us here at the Al Wasl Indoor Stadium in Dubai, thanks for joining us over the last couple of weeks. We'll see you again in 2018.
Yes, last shot! Woo! Number one. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Please be camera. Great win, guys. Great win. Hello. We want to come. Wait. Come.